It is 7:14 p.m. from Monday, October 6th. I don't know, there's not a lot to talk about right now. Again, like I said yesterday, it's a pretty light week. I think one big thing that I figured out is that for the student visa, I don't have to do anything anymore. I sent everything in. I haven't got any information saying that I have done something wrong. I know I submitted the things. I got confirmation that I submitted the things. And they're just going to do the visa process they have all the things that are needed for a visa. And then once I get everything back, I actually do need to go to the consulate in the nearest city, I guess, that has one. And then I'll be all set with a student visa, and that's the only thing that's been worrying me. And then I just got some other nitpicky things to do. I did my advisor meeting to start picking the classes and talk about adding a minor to a statistics minor. Theoretically, I think I could add a major, but I don't know if I want to do that quite yet. But yeah, the other thing that's really happened today is that I am finally, I think for the first time in a really long time, ahead of my work. Like, sure, there are probably things that I could do, like the kanji thing. There's one of the homeworks is at the end of when we learn the kanji for the lesson is to just write it out a couple of times, get practicing, do some work, practicing using them. It's just so you can get some repetition in, because that's pretty much how you learn kanji, just repetition in writing. But that is not due until 2 days from now, so I don't know if I need to do that. But I did my test corrections. I did realize one thing with the test corrections when doing them is that I submitted a project script in Japanese, and there are a lot of times where I wanted to be like, if you don't, and the if, and in my mind, there is a particle for ifs, but I always thought it was in the context of however. So it's nada, instead of doing instead of having a particle like o, ga, or ni, you can add nada, so it sounds like, well, if this. But I always heard it in the context where somebody's like, oh, have you been to Australia? I'm like, no, I haven't been to Australia. If you mean New Zealand, yes. So I always understood that in that context, and I think it really just means if in general, so I have to do that. But yeah, I'm ahead of work. I don't have any more work in the in my history class, because I did the interview. I got the release form back, so I'm all set on that. Again, I got ahead in Japanese. Comp sci, I've done my piece of the work, so I just need to meet with my partner in the project again so that we could just do the second part, and I can't do anything without him being there, because that's kind of the whole point of the thing. But I've done all my parts that I can do separately. And then stats, there's a homework, but I can just do that over fall break. Same with the transposing the recording, same with maybe other homeworks, but for now, I just don't have anything that I can be doing, which feels really weird for being this far into the semester. I remember last year, I was swamped this week. I was sick, I had exams, I was running around trying to figure out how to do everything. But I'm just all set right now, and this is kind of weird. So I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to go to the gym, work out, get a late night snack, because I like eating a late night snack, because if I eat at 7:30, I feel like I usually have to eat, or at 8, around 8, I would need to eat a big meal so that when I stay up later, I would not be hungry. But that just makes me feel a little worse in the middle time frame. But I have today, and a lot of days recently, have been opting to only just eat one plate of food, which, as an athlete, and athletes in heavy quotations, but I work out a lot, I'm athletic, I need to eat a lot more to usually stay energized, but I've been eating less, but more frequently, and that's made me feel a lot better. And I always have the thing where I want to eat usually I'll try and have 2 vegetables, a starch, and a protein. And that usually just is really, really easy and really nice. So I've been feeling pretty great about what I've been eating. So I'm going to go get my snack, which usually is like a turkey sandwich. I like having some grapes. Then I'll have like some Lorna Doones as dessert because I love butterscotch cookies. Or Fig Newtons. Those are really good. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I might actually play some Minecraft tonight because it is the time of year to get back into the phase. I have a realm with my friends and we're debating about playing it soon. So I just made sure that on my laptop I could run Minecraft, which I can easily. And yeah, it's weird being ahead, but right now it feels pretty nice.